So on social media, you guys may have seen a huge trend, the 2016 versus 2026. Like, is everybody wanting to go back to 2016? Is it just nostalgia? What's going on here? We have thoughts. So, I think we are all trying to emotionally crawl back to 2016 for some reasons. Like, that's really, in my opinion, when the rise of social media became what it is now versus quote unquote the innocent social media that was maybe before that. That's my personal thought. That's when, everything was already there, but this is people learning how to use it and monetize it or whatever it is. But everybody was kind of new in this world. And even though we knew what was on the internet stayed on the internet, thank you, Facebook. This is a different way that it was used. What do you think of this 10-year nostalgia cycle? And where do you see us 10 years from now with what we're doing today?
Okay.
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. What do I think of the 2016 throwback? I kind of hate it. But I am always a hater on, there was a sweeter, better, innocent time, because it reminds me of what boomers used to say to us millennials. Like, it used to be so much better. And shut the fuck up. It wasn't better. It was just different. It was just different. So that's how I feel about the 2016 throwback. Enough. Leave 2016 and 2016. It was fine. 2026, better, for one reason in relation to the social media issue. It is that we are actively calling out when something is not real. And that was not part of the culture in 2016. Where will we be in 10 years?
That'll be another, you can do a whole
I can do a whole nother minute on that?
Okay. Yes, you can do a whole nother minute. That was 2 questions in one, so you could have gotten 2 minutes. But
where will we be in 10 years is, I suspect, slightly overcorrecting from where we are now. But still, I'm an optimist. I believe that we move always in the direction of progress. Progress sometimes is slow and we do go backwards a little bit, but over the arc of a 10-year cycle, I think we're going to be better. I think less bullshit online. I think we're very much going to live even more of our lives online, in that we'll be more dependent on the internet. But there seems to be a correction even happening right now to more in-person interaction, talking to strangers. So hopefully we don't overcorrect that. I'd love to see we don't overcorrect that. We find a better balance.
Yeah.
And that's my take.
That's fair. And so I think the reason that, kind of like you said, like everything kind of looks better in the past, is we are romanticizing the lightness that maybe a lot of us felt in 2016, because let's just take the general age of people who are doing this. It's people in their mid 30s to mid 40s, right? Like that's generally who's posting these throwbacks. And so going back 10 years, maybe the responsibilities weren't there. Maybe life just did feel lighter. It was pre-pandemic, right? So there wasn't that. I don't think we had as much of the rat race culture. Not saying that it wasn't there, but it wasn't as urgent as it feels now. I think everything still feels really urgent. Okay. And what the pandemic did to a degree is it allowed everybody to be reachable away from their jobs. So the expectation of that hasn't gone away, right? Like you're available 24/7 because to a degree you had to be at that time. Most companies had to shift to work from home for at least a period. And most, so it started the everything can kind of be done away, but you have to be available anytime your boss calls you to prove that you're still working.
Right.
So, but you met up with your friends after work. You did all these fun things, like because everybody was just out living their lives and they weren't living them at home. And I think a lot more people are living their lives just at home who don't necessarily have to. And that kind of speaks to your having more in-person stuff. So I don't know. I think, yeah, it's an interesting throwback. My life was a lot different. I don't want to go back to 2016.
Girl, same.
I do love that 2016 brought me my first child. Would never trade that for anything. However, 2016 me is not a person I want to go back to. That was not a good version of me, and I give her a lot of grace. I forgive her. She didn't know any better. 2026, Alex, she knows better. So we are not going back to 2016 and the person we were then. So I don't know. So I would say if you're missing your old camera roll, are you delusional? Are you in your Delulu era, or are you just being nostalgic? What do you think? Are you being nostalgic? There you go. I agree. Because it's always easier to look back on everything with rose-colored glasses.
Yes.